When did you meet your lovely wife?
I met her in very early days when I was in Australia. So I would suggest about 2005, 2006, and we got married in 2014. So with almost 7 years of relationship before we got married, and since then, yeah, we're together.
Why her?
I guess she was there supporting me as a friend. I knew her as a friend, and one thing leads to another. We started dating, but I guess she supported me when I needed the support in Australia, when I was kind of off track, doing things that I'm not proud of. But then again, I think she came, and then I think she put me into the right area, and I think she supported me when I needed the most. So I think that's the most important component.
So she stuck by you, by your side. What's some relationship advice?
I think the relationship advice is obviously life's full of ups and downs, and I guess if we understand, if one of the party is on the quest of achieving certain things, if the other party is actually taken care of things, like for example, my wife took care of my kids. She took care of my, the entire household stuff and household chores. While I was away from home most of the time, away from the kids most of the time, setting up my own business. And I think and having that clear vision of each other's responsibilities, the important factor to keep the relationship alive.
So you have someone there like to support you, and,
yes.
and it keeps you focused as well.
Yes.
Because I'm sure like a lot of men look up to you, and we're living a day and age where it's like, to be a man and macho, but I think to have that one woman by your side, and how many kids?
2 kids.
2 kids. One woman by your side helping raise your kids, really being the foundation at home.
100%, and just also not been managing so well that the kids sort of also doesn't miss you too much, and then you're still in the picture. So that's there could be partner who could totally take credit with the kids, that I'm the only one's looking after you. But then I think what my wife managed well is she doesn't take the entire credit, and the kid still values that I'm there in the picture. So as opposed to the fact that I'm never there and always busy kind of deal, but then my kids always see me as I'm there whenever they need it. I'm available for them whenever they need it.
We spoke the other day, and you were telling me how like obsessed you are, and your mind's always racing. How do you balance that with the family life, and then you running this empire and scaling? How do you balance that?
I think the key to balancing many acts is also making sure you look after yourself first, which is
you have that gift, you have that talent, and that gift and talent needs to be seen. It needs to be heard. Your downfalls, your amazing moments, your business needs to reach more people. That is what we do here at the Rabasha Family Podcast. So for a select few, we can have you as a guest on our show. For me as the host to ask you questions about what you do. This is a skill, creating this content, being able to film, produce it. It is a valuable skill that we have learned, and we want to utilize that to help as many people as possible. So you'd have me as your host, ask you questions, get to know you and your business, and how to build up your personal brand. We're then able to market and repurpose content from the podcast on all platforms, including your network. So if you really want to be in touch, if you want to be a guest on our show and be able to use marketing material from this valuable podcast, from your valuable story out to more people, we have that available.
Going to the gym and exercising every day, it's the key to managing many things in life, because if your mind and body is sound, then you'll be amazed what your body can actually do and what your mind can actually do. But if your minds are cluttered, and if you're not exercising your mind or not exercising your body, and you're putting unhealthy food, or if you have a very bad lifestyle, which is you're drinking every day, and you're not looking after yourself, then things will catch up to you. So at the beginning, you might not think this will impact you, but then slowly you get used to it. All this unhealthy food and alcohol and whatever the substance you're using is not good for you. Then as long as you put yourself, mind and body into the right place, which is I believe going to gym is my temple. Like that's where I worship my body first before I start anything. And once I get out of that, I feel like I can own the world. You know what I mean?
Wow. And for those of you guys who don't know, we actually met in the gym, you know, and I see you on a consistent basis. But I want to take it much further than that, especially for the people who walk into this door or who see you, you know, because you are a brand and are a person who's able to, you know, create what you desire. But like the fact that you go to the gym on a consistent basis and have that discipline, that is one of the highest forms of self-love. You know, if I see you investing in yourself and putting that love into yourself to look after your body, the way you love yourself is the way you treat other people.
100%.
So it goes on with your clients as well. If you're with someone who's disciplined to take care of themselves, I know when I walk in this door, I'm going to get the best service because he looks after himself. And that's something that people don't really look into. And that's something, if you look at you, you'd think you're in your 20s. You know what I mean? So talk a little bit about that before we wrap it up. You know, for people out there,
and especially when you're in a service industry, you need that energy. Like you cannot have the very exciting and energetic energy in the morning, but then you're looking at the client at 4 o'clock and you're lethargic and you're tired and you're yawning and things like that. But then gym will keep your blood, you know, flowing in your body. Your mind's sound, your body's sound. So your 4:30 or 5 o'clock client will get the same energy as your 9 o'clock client. So, and that's the consistency that we're talking about. And that's the importance of, going to the gym. That's the importance of looking after yourself, because I keep saying you cannot look after someone else if you cannot look after yourself first.
Bars, man. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem, mate.
This has been a great interview, really getting to know behind the scenes more. And again, there's so much that we can talk about. And I'm sure the people who have come in these doors who maybe even haven't heard about you, for them to be able to see this, you know, for this to be able to go out and learn not only about migration more, because this is just a platform.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're going to love that one.